Happy New Year! Today is 1st January 2025, and we are here at Momo's Place talking about coping with an identity crisis. Like we promised you, we will be bringing you this series. We will be telling you how you will be managing who you are, the beliefs, the spiritual beliefs, values. And Auntie Momo, you're welcome.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. We promised the audience that in this new year, we are going to be telling them how they will be coping with an identity crisis. What have you prepared for them this year?
I'm happy to inform my audience that there are two books that are going to come out next week. One is talking about healing, finding healing in green spaces. The other one is the daily devotions of 2024 compiled in one book in writing so that people can reflect on those words I talked about last year. Because we are looking at coping with the identity crisis which we face on a day-to-day basis. You have too much assignments, you don't know how to handle, you have so many distractions at work, at home, you don't know how to manage. The day-to-day devotions will help you find purpose and how to cope.
Wow, I'm excited. That will be very interesting. But what do we have for today?
Today, we are talking about finding balance. And what do we mean? If you love something, too much of it leads you to ruin. So we are saying balance everything. Balance your time. Balance your work schedules. Balance your goals. Don't do too much in one day. Phase it in phases. What is that you need to do urgently? Put it as priority. What is that can be done after? Are you delegating? In last year's devotions, we talked about delegating. And delegating is finding somebody who can help you ease the burden and do what you wanted to do.
And without you delegating, the, the accountability that comes with what they are doing, I think that's delegation. But let's talk about practicability. Can you really find balance between family and work? If I'm a career woman, I have my career, my job. I have to upgrade my schooling. I need better education in terms of qualifications. I must attain the qualifications. Mm? I need that master's. I need the PhD. I need the professional courses to certify me in my skills. How can I find balance in the face of all that?
I have told you we need to find balance in life. You have career, you have family, and you have social life. So you need to allocate time, work out a time frame for all the activities you need to do. And remember, like I told you, you cannot do everything. Too much of something will bring you ruin. So you need to balance. If you want to go for a PhD, remember now you have put on hold your career of earning money and also your family. So you need to plan. If I go for a PhD, how will I earn money to make my day-to-day life continue? Or am I going to apply for leave if I'm employed? Will they grant me the leave? And if I'm going for that training, how have I left that gap when I'm away? Whom have I delegated my day-to-day responsibilities? So this is the balance we are talking about. We are talking about identifying people who are going to help you run your affairs, be it at work, be it at home. Now that's where we are talking about house helpers, we are talking about colleagues. You have a big assignment which you cannot do alone. Do you have a colleague who will help you do that work? That's the balance I'm talking about. Sometimes, we want to do everything alone and at once. It's not possible. It cannot happen. You need to calculate. You need to balance. You need to plan. I'm going to do ABC. How am I going to do it?
Auntie Momo, how do I know that now I'm having too much of something and it's going to lead me to ruin? What are the signs?
The signs is stress. The signs is unfinished business, unaccomplished assignments, and lack of fulfillment. That's when you know that you have too much on your plate and you need to reduce on that plate. You cannot do everything you alone as one person. So you need to balance.
But if I'm seated there watching you and I am already ruined in one way or another, how do I find myself out of the woods?
Now, this book, Coping with Identity Crisis, is about my life story. You've seen me and you've met me. Maybe you think I'm a superhero. No, I have failed in life. I failed at school. In P6, I was made to repeat a class. And it shattered my hopes. But because I was looking at something, I wanted to be a better person. I repeated and I excelled. I was laid off at 35. For a whole year, I was meditating. I didn't know what to do with my life until I started getting up, making acquaintances, finding people to support me. I had been laid off with just a mere degree in political science. But in 2021, I was 38 years. I went for a master's and I did the degree, which was not my earlier background, in finance. And I excelled and I passed. So that is the balance I'm talking about. That's the coping I'm talking about. And why did I go for a master's? Here I found myself running a microfinance institution. I needed to interpret the balance sheet, the statement of account, the loans portfolio. So I had to go for a master's in finance so that I can be able to make those reports to my financials, the banks, everybody where you are looking for financing. Accountability, which you are talking about. And that's why I had to go for a master's in finance. So you need to balance. And I'll tell you, yes, I also failed. One time I was doing a diploma in law. I had finished first semester, I was in second semester, and I got a problem in my business. I had challenges, and I had to stop. Actually, I never went back to complete. That's what I'm telling you. You need to find balance. You need to make, I should have fulfilled my dream of finishing that diploma in law. But because I got shattered somehow by some few challenges, I gave up. And this is what I'm telling people. Don't allow distractions, challenges to divert you from your goals, from your purpose. Work hard. Find people to support you where you fail.
And I think being intentional,
Being intentional.
and choosing what is it that you want to balance. And then realizing that moment when you are having too much of something so that you stop it and you don't end up in ruins. Well, that has been today's devotion. Until tomorrow, thank you.